You have no doubt at some point heard the phrase lies, damn lies, and statistics. I didn't make myself notes, so hopefully I'll remember everything I wanted to say here. But this episode, Fun with Numbers, or AKA Fudging the Numbers. I'm not talking about federal jobs report. Oh, the nation created 250,000 new jobs last quarter. Yeah, those numbers get fudged too, but I'm not talking about that. And everybody, left, right, Democrats, Republicans, they all do this, so spare me the BS. It's the same with the unemployment numbers. People don't understand that unemployment, I've mentioned this in another episode, unemployment rate can actually go up at a time where more real jobs are actually created. How is that? Why is that the way the numbers are recorded? Unemployment is up or unemployment is down. The devil is in the details that, of course, the news never tells you. And I'll get into that more. I'm going to tack on clickbait everywhere and TLDR songs on the end of this episode. In one of them, the line, there's more to real journalism than just reporting what someone claims. Now, what matters regarding employment and unemployment is the labor participation, the labor workforce participation rate. Now, as people get older and go on retirement, that number would come down some. As younger people get older and enter the workforce, that helps drive the number up. So, what matters is someone actually working or not? The labor participation rate, not the unemployment rate. Because, for example, someone gets laid off, they go to the unemployment office, they get on unemployment, they're recorded as unemployed. The number might go up. But as people find jobs, then of course the number would adjust down. But what about, they don't want to ever tell you, especially the left and the media. There's more to real journalism than reporting what someone claims. Oh, the unemployment rate went down. Well, guess what? Maybe 1,000 people, benefits ran out and they decided to stop work, stop looking for a job through the unemployment office. If they're out through some recruiter or on their own without still being registered and working through the unemployment office, they've dropped off the unemployed. They're still unemployed, but they're not in the number. Likewise, jobs start being created. Some people who may have decided to be a stay at home mom or dad for a while because they lost their job decide then to start looking for work again. So they go back to the state local, county, state, federal agency. I'm now officially looking for work with you again. Please help me find a job. Guess what? They've been unemployed potentially for years, but now all of a sudden they're counted again as unemployed and the number goes up, even though for years they've been unemployed but weren't in the number. Lies, Damn lies, statistics, the devil is in the detail. And it's not as if people are stupid. It is that it's never been explained to them. We are all ignorant of things that which we haven't yet researched. I've been involved in politics since the Jimmy Carter years. I know these games. I see these games. And again, left, right, Democrat, Republican, they all play up when the number sounds good and play down when the number sounds bad. But I mainly said all that to further expound on this. Just for sake of argument, and this is a real world situation, an employer I was with, this happened with. Now, it happened to happen while Rhino Rick Snyder was in office, so of course he was taking credit. But I'm going to use current governor of Michigan, Richard Whitler, who does the same thing too. 1,000 new jobs are going to be created at 126 Main Street, Blaville. Wrong. No. And if you listen to the news people, report just in. Let me report what someone has claimed, not be a real journalist. There will be 1,000 new jobs at 126 Main Street. The devil is in the details. Are there new construction jobs while a new facility is built on that empty land? Not necessarily there, even new jobs. A construction firm that already has staff is going to dedicate people to that address to build that building. Are they new? Technically speaking, they're new jobs because that empty field for the last 250 years the nation's existed, there's been nobody working at that property. Well, not true. It was probably a farm at one point, right? So there were dozens of people working there. But you get my point. It's been vacant for years, but now, hey, there's a building going up. 50 construction jobs. Well, if they weren't working there, the same construction firm with the same people would be the next county over, the next state over. So are those new jobs? Technically, on that ground, new people are working. But the reality is, no, they are not new jobs. They are jobs people have temporarily relocated to that spot to build a building. So those are falsely claimed as new jobs that are not new jobs. Now, as in the case when I was working there, a computer center, not a data center. See the episodes on, I'm talking a computer center, a computer facility where, administrators and programmers and help support desk people all work to keep the computers and the cash registers and the whatever operating at whatever place you're talking about. 1,000 new jobs will be created at 126 Main Street. No. Richard Whitler claims 1,000 new jobs at 126 Main Street. No. Because the headquarters across the street that is building the new building at 126 Main Street, 123 Main Street, is going to move 1,000 people from the computer center at their current property to the new facility across the street once it's built. So will there be new jobs at 126 Main? Oh, sure. They'll probably need a few new security guards, a few new cleaning crew members, a few new groundskeepers, a few new whatever. But the bulk, 1,000 people are going from 123 Main to 126 Main. A net creation of jobs, zero. Well, a couple dozen again, but zero. And you follow me here now, yes? But the average person isn't thinking about that, and that's why the politicians play these games. Hand over the sheet to the newsreader. Wretched Whitler claims 1,000 new jobs at 126 Main Street, and that's going to be great for the state of Michigan. Well, yes, in some respects, it will be great for the state of Michigan, but it's not 1,000 new taxpayers paying taxes on new salaries that they'll be getting. No, because they and their salary moved from across the street. The municipality, the county, the state may win in new property taxes at 126 Main Street if and only if Corporation XYZ wasn't given a 25-year $0 property tax break on the property. But yes, it is good. It is a growth. There is growth going on in business, and that can create some additional other ancillary jobs. So it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I am saying is lies, damn lies, statistics, spin. The idiot in the suit on TV is just reading what's put in front, put on the teleprompter. They're not a journalist. There is more to real journalism than reporting someone's claim. So if you're going to put Wretched Whitler claims 1,000 new jobs at 126 Main Street, the next paragraph has to say the reality is those jobs are moving from one side of the street to the other side of the street. That is fact-based journalism. They don't do that. They just report. So, at any rate, I hope I remembered it. I had other examples, but I don't want to drag out this 12th video exclusive for April of 2026. Calling it, what am I calling it? Jobs and fun with numbers. I'm writing that down. No, you're not stupid. No, your neighbor isn't stupid. If you knew this and they didn't, no, they're not stupid. They just haven't thought about it. They haven't been educated on it. They haven't researched it to educate themselves. Unfortunately, they have busy lives and they put on local channel 537, whatever, just pulling a number out of the air, right? And the news talking head says 1,000 new jobs create. The devil is in the details. They are never going to give you. Now you know the rest of the story, and you can educate your neighbor to understanding the rest of the story. So unemployment numbers, just ignore them. More and more jobs can be created and the unemployment number go up, as I explained at the top. What matters is the labor workforce participation rate. That stays the same. And the same with the games about, affordability, the inflation rate. They only measure certain things, other things aren't in it. So what matters? The bushel basket rate. That has been the same since World War II. Regarding grocery inflation, A, B, C, D goes into the bushel basket. Every year, the bushel, like Walmart. Pardon, excuse me. Walmart on Thanksgiving. The cost of Thanksgiving has gone down. Yes, they lower the price on turkey and whatever as a package for you. Since last year, the cost has gone down. That's a apples to apples comparison. Bushel basket is basket to basket, grocery basket to grocery basket. If canned corn and blah, 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 and a pound of ground round and whatnot are in the bushel basket rate, and it doesn't change at all, just the price. If the price overall goes up, that's a real indication of inflation. Or if it goes down, that's a real indication of inflation versus, which you can't just throw out the inflation rate. It matters. It does. But understand the games and gimmicks being played with it. A current inflation rate in the middle to low twos is way better than the Biden year's 9% inflation rate, which, again, without certain things being factored in, the real stagflation rate was in the double digits for 4 years. Inflation rate is way down, and that's the damn lies statistics. Inflation, there are different kinds, supply and demand kind, other factors, competition factors, all kinds of things can printing of money, inflating, eroding the value of the dollar, inflating costs to go up to chase that more dollars have been created out of thin air. All these things factor into the inflation rate. So it matters, but you have to understand the devil in the details. Gas, even with the Iran conflict, has gone up. And Democrats, oh my God, look at the gas prices. Where were they for 4 years under Joe Biden when it was more expensive than now with a war going on? And it's temporary. They will come back down again. The price of crude, I'm looking in the corner on the TV, just happened at $94.10 a barrel for crude, down $1.77, down 1.85% today. That's just, of course, a snapshot today. It's still under $100 a barrel, which it was more, over $100 a barrel many points of Biden's administration. The cost of gas way more than now with the conflict than during Biden, or way more during Biden than now. So the left, oh my God, look at the gas. Where were you for 4 years? Where are you in California? Steve Hilton on the debate just the other day. The gas prices are more in California than anywhere else in the United States or territories. Why? Not because of federal policy, but because of Commie-crat policy. Regulations. Through the taxes, through the roof. You want to lower price in California? Tell Gruscom to reduce the regulations. They have more blend requirements than everywhere else. And that's another factor in gas. Seasonal blend requirements as put into law by the left. And I agree, we need seasonal blends. But as many as we do, no. That causes prices to go up at times while we're switching over from a blend to a blend. California, the most regulated state. And the distillers kicked out, the taxes through the so Gruscom. If you leftists cared about the price of gas like you want to pretend you care now, you could have done something for 4 years under Biden. You didn't. You could lower the price of gas in California overnight. You don't. You won't. But you want to complain. Gas is temporarily up, still less than it was Biden's 4 years, and will be down again soon. See my episode on affordability and the left lies. That's just one of them. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. But lies, damn lies, statistics. The devil is in the details. So let's get to the music, shall we? Clickbait everywhere. And then after that, TLDR.
Another cheap trail for an empty feed. A quote in a box, clip from a stream. Cut out the doubts, sell them a dream. I want more than a headline. Give me names, give me dates, give me time. Tell me who, tell me how, tell me why. Facts matter, details matter. Draw the line between reality and the lie. Reality and truth matters. History matters more to real journalism than just transcribing what someone claims. Need get beyond today's Twitter attention spans. Crowd in a frame. Look, they all agree, but you trimmed every word that didn't fit the meme. History's a map, not a mood today. You can't bend every road just to win the page. I want more than a headline. Give me names, give me dates, give me time. Tell me who, tell me how, tell me why. Facts matter, details matter. Draw the line between reality and the lie. Stop just typing what they claim. Hey! Ask the question, name the game. Context cuts through the confusion. Cold light through the delusion. Clickbait everywhere, headlines off deceiving. Facts matter, details matter, context matters. Reality versus delusion. History matters more to real journalism than just transcribing someone's claim. I want more than a headline. Give me names, give me dates, give me time. Tell me who, tell me how, tell me why. Facts matter, details matter. Write it clear, make the story match the sky. Facts matter. Details are real. Who, what, where, when, and why. Hey, yeah.
That's our
TLDR. Yeah. Yeah. Scrolling fast, attention gone in seconds flat. TikTok brain, Twitter span, can't handle that. Headline screen, but the truth is buried deep. 10 paragraphs down where the lazy never reach. They say TLDR like it's some kind of flex. Too stupid to read, too lazy to check. Details matter, context matters, facts don't lie. But you'd rather stay ignorant, wonder why. TLDR. Too long didn't read. You skip the truth and swallow the spin they feed. TLDR. Too lazy to see, now you're lost in delusion. But that's on you, not me. I ain't here to spoon feed the choir. I'm here where the lazy hot setting shit on fire. Details matter, context matters, history too. If you gloss over it all, that's on you. I coined it myself. Twitter, TikTok, attention span. Now even I catch myself saying, damn, this is long, man. But I push through cause I know the devil's in the details. You skip them and you end up believing all the fake headlines. I shorten chapters in my books, cut the story lean, cause 99% won't read if it ain't short and clean. Even wrote a whole CTP episode back in December 2025. Called it TLDR. And here we are, still barely alive. TLDR. Too long didn't read. You skip the truth and swallow the spin they feed. TLDR. Too lazy to see, now you're lost in delusion. But that's on you, not me. I ain't here to spoon feed the choir. I'm here where the lazy hot setting shit on fire. Details matter, context matters, legalities too. If you gloss over the TOS language, that's on you. Mass hoes. Mass hoes. Masses of the asses, clueless and proud, falling for the dumb and down, screaming loud. Fake news buries facts 10 paragraphs deep while you're swiping up, thinking you're informed but you're asleep. You want the bullet points, the 15-second clip, but reality don't come in convenient little strips. Trust but verify, Reagan tried to teach, but you rather stay dumb than practice what you preach. This ain't hate, this is tough love, straight no chaser. I made the song to be the mirror, not the eraser. Even this episode I kept short on purpose, so you have no excuse, but still some won't surface. Details matter, facts matter, context ties it tight. Skip them at your own risk. Stay lost in the night, from software terms to border fights to welfare lies. If you won't read the fine print, enjoy the surprise. TLDR. Too long didn't read. You skipped the truth and swallowed every lie they feed. TLDR. Too lazy to see reality over delusion. That's the key. I ain't here just for the choir. I'm here where the hurt and the lazy hide. Details matter, every single line. If you won't read or listen, then stay blind. Yeah. TLDR. Too long didn't read, but this song's over now. Still too long for some of y'all, I bet. CTP, December 2025. TLDR episode, called it first. Now it's a song, cause the crisis only got worse. And like clickbait everywhere, tune outlines. Observe, take the time. Absurd, choose reality over delusion. Details matter, read the damn thing.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.
Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.